I hear, see and touch things differently. So before we embark on this journey, get our feet wet and our hands dirty, you need to know something about me. I'm a poet. And now you need to understand what that means explicitly. Poet runs through my veins, it contaminates my flesh, it stains every nook, cranny and socket. Yes, I'm a poet and proud to be, but one that seems to have fallen for you. So make up your mind quickly and shake me off soon, or you will never be rid of me, because I'll trap pieces of you in the space between the nib of my pen and this paper sheet until every scrapbook I own stinks of you and you alone. So are you sure you want me? Do you want to feel as I feel, see as I see? When I cry, your vision gets blurry. When I slip my wrist, you bleed type of thing. Are you sure you want the poet to stay? Because when you come up behind me and you whisper into the crook of my neck and you tell me to take a shot for you and leave the bullet casings on the floor down by the rest of our clothes, all I hear are AK-4s, grenades, battlefields and sirens. So soldier, undress me quietly and clothe me again in your flesh, because you own me, the poet. Now you need to understand what this means explicitly. You must not just touch me. To touch is to tamper, to fondle, and that's just not adequate. You have to make love to me like you never even existed before this moment, like you want to carve your constellations in the skies of my skin, paint lights around my navel with your fingertips, draw moons and planets on my hips with your lips. I want to make love greater than galaxies, because contrary to popular belief, I do not need your broken promises and cliches to inspire my new material. You don't get to finger fuck my soul because I've handed it to you, because you own the poet, because you own me. You need to understand what this means explicitly. You must hear, see and touch things differently, and you must love and love me unexplainably different. Though I am not precious, and though here perfection cannot possibly exist, you have to hold me like I'm fine gold. And I don't care how you feel about your vegetables, you have to see that every carrot of this treasure has been grown for you. So pull me like I've been moulded and bloomed for you. Own the poet, so now make her beautiful. But before we begin on this voyage, you have to know that we'll sail violent waters. So you must be aware of what I'll put you through, because I will hurt you. I will break your back with stanzas. I will snap your neck with the lines I try to balance on. You will forever be at war with my mind. I will stain your blood with my ink, scrape my lyrics onto your ribcage so your lungs can't breathe without inhaling my verses. I will puncture your skin using similes and full stops, using ellipses like gunshots until your body looks like a sky of dead stars. I will cage you using these fingers for bars. So I'm going to paint you in the darkest shade of love, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to sing you in the minor keys. So are you sure you want me? Because saying all your cards are on the table isn't expression enough. I need you to carve that beating, bleeding bag of flesh out from your chest and roll it in front of me like dice. Come on, gamble your fate. Are you sure you want the poet to stay? Because before we start on this path and go past the point of no return, you have to learn what else the poet will do. She will etch your face onto the back of her eyelids, so you'll be the poetic imagery of her every dream. She'll be obsessed with you, baby. I am obsessed with you. I'll hold you tighter than a rhyme scheme, and she'll be smart and clueless and youthfully aged, and it won't make sense. She won't make sense. No one has ever been able to find sense in me, but you'll be the one that understands that although I live in your eyes, I die a little every time you look at me, because you're just so... Because an angel's yearning gaze is such divine blasphemy, such a holy sin to be graced with, and I love it. She loves it. We love it, because we know if we could take your tongue and etch our self-portrait with it, we'd finally understand what you meant when you said, Allah, you are so beautiful. So you're owned by the poet now. You're mine, you are hers, you're our priceless junk, our bleeding heart, ready to be crucified for my cause, political or not. And I don't know what it's you to be blessed with such a curse. I guess it's just because you kind of taste like my favourite colour, and you smell like forever. So, before me, you and the poet get corrosively, corrodingly, chaotically naked together, you have to be aware that before this is through, before you make a pilgrim out of me, I'm going to make a poet out of you too.